18 days on the deadlock, the farmers continue to block the exit points to the national capital, with more farmers from Rajasthan now marching towards Delhi. The farm unions have vowed to intensify the austere.
Adamant.
ਮੰਨਣ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੈ ਰਹੇ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਵੀ ਕਿਸਾਨ 5 ਦਿਨ ਬੈਠਣਗੇ 4 ਦਿਨ ਬੈਠਣਗੇ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਣਗੇ। ਆਰਡੀਨੈਂਸ ਵਾਪਸ ਲੈਣੇ ਪੈਣੇ, ਅੱਜ ਲੈ ਲਵੇ ਕੱਲ ਲੈ ਲਵੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਲੈ ਲਵੇ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਲੈਣੇ ਵਾਪਸ ਲੈਣੇ ਪੈਣੇ। ਉਦੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲੇ ਕੋਈ ਹੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ।
Undeterred.
गवर्नमेंट के दिल में जी गलत भावना बनी हुई है। वी आर द टेररिस्ट, वी आर द खालिस्तानी, वी आर डूइंग आवर वर्क विद ऑनेस्टली।
Prepared for a long haul.
ਚਾਹੇ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਤੋਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਰਾਸ਼ਨ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਏ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਦਾ, ਚਾਹੇ ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਰਡੀਨੈਂਸ ਬਿੱਲ ਇਹ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਵਾਪਸ ਕਰਾ ਕੇ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਜੀ।
Protesting farmers unwilling to give up without a long-drawn fight. Upping the ante against the centre, farmers staged a Delhi Chalo march from Rajasthan's Shahjahanpur through the Jaipur-Delhi highway.
You can see a unit of farmers unions made tent here, and they are addressing all the farmers about their next strategy. And as the farmers union said that today they will block Delhi Jaipur highway, and on tomorrow the protest will intensify in all districts, and they will follow sit in all districts area.
On Monday, farmers will gather outside district administration offices across India, followed by a hunger strike. On Tuesday, women and laborers will join the protest.
सारे संगठनों के जो मुखिया लोग हैं, जितने भी संगठन इस आंदोलन से जुड़े हुए हैं, भूख हड़ताल रखेंगे सुबह 8 बजे से शाम के 5 बजे तक। जहां जहां भी वो जिस इलाके पे हैं, सारे देश में धरने देने का प्रोग्राम है। सारे जिला हेडक्वार्टरों पे जो है वो धरने देने का प्रोग्राम है, वो सुबह से शाम तक।
आई एम हेयर फॉर फार्मर्स, supporting farmers. We only want that Modi should take this bills back.
सर्दी पड़ रही है, बच्चे हैं साथ में।
नहीं कोई बात नहीं, जब सभी हम एक साथ हैं तो किस बात की चिंता।
ਸਾਨੂੰ चिंता नहीं होनी चाहिए। मोदी ने सोचना है बच्चे साडे नाल आए हुए आ रहे, ਉਹਨੂੰ दिखना चाहिए।
So far, the blockade at Delhi's Ghazipur, Palwal, Tikri and Singhu borders continue. The Chilla border between Delhi and Uttar Pradesh reopened on Saturday after being shut for 12 days.
From Monday, the farmers have announced to sit on fast protest. At the same time, there will be massive protests on the district headquarters where the farmers will submit memorandum. The farmers are not going to step back. The government may hinted there could be some amendment. The farmers only want withdrawal of these laws, and MSP should be guaranteed in a new and fresh law that government needs to bring. The life here on street is very difficult, but they believe their fight is for their right. At Delhi Ghazipur National Highway, with Nasir, this is Ashutosh Mishra reporting for India Today.
Fears of pro-Khalistani elements hijacking the farmer stir has once again surfaced. In fact, Mahatma Gandhi statue in Washington DC was defaced and draped in Khalistani flag in protest against the farm laws. People were seen waving Khalistani flags and raising pro-Khalistan slogans at that spot. Let's take a look. The trust deficit peaks between the government and farmers, with talks deadlocked and Kisan Kranti escalating. The spotlight now is if farmers' agitation is being hijacked by anti-national elements. In Washington DC, Mahatma Gandhi's statue was defaced and draped with Khalistani flag in protest against farm laws on Sunday. Protesters were seen displaying anti-Modi placards and raising pro-Khalistan slogans.
There was one peaceful protest that was planned outside the Indian embassy or in Washington DC, so to say, wherein it then turned out to become an event where certain elements went and desecrated the Mahatma Gandhi statue. Not the first time that it has happened. The Indian embassy has lodged a strong protest and asked for security of the of property and for the authorities to ensure that the culprits are brought to book.
We oppose Khalistani because of this attitude, and what they have done is condemnable.
On the 6th of December, Khalistani flags were seen at a protest held outside the Indian High Commission in London. The Indian Embassy in Canada has also complained of such incidents.
किसानों के साथ में जिस तरह के लोग इनके साथ में मिल चुके हैं, कुछ लोग अंदर घुस चुके हैं, जो समझो वो किसी भी तरह से ये चाहते हैं कि ये आंदोलन आगे बढ़े और उनकी राजनीतिक रोटियां सेकती रहे, जिसके अंदर कुछ राजनीतिक पार्टियां भी है, कम्युनिस्ट भी है, नक्सलवादी भी इसके अंदर घुस चुके हैं.
Earlier, protesters displayed posters of activists accused of Naxal links and those accused in Delhi riots seeking their release. Intelligence inputs indicate that there are fears that left-wing extremists are hijacking the protests and misleading farmers.
I see a very sinister design to hijack the whole movement. Be it the Khalistani element, I believe it is not right. But there is enough evidence available that Tukde gang is seeking to overtake.
Farm union leaders meanwhile vote to remove posters lauding Delhi riots accused Sharjeel Imam and Umar Khalid.
अगर कोई शक्ति ऐसे कदम उठाती है जैसे कि ये इमाम शेरगिल या कोई किसी को छोड़ने की बात आती है इंटेलेक्चुअल पर्सन्स की, तो दिस इज टोटली डिनाइड बाय संयुक्त किसान मोर्चा.
कि इस गवर्नमेंट के दिल में जड़ी गलत भावना बनी हुई है. वी आर द टेररिस्ट, वी आर द खालिस्तानी, वी आर डूइंग आवर वर्क विद ऑनेस्टली इन द पंजाब.
As the farmer agitation continues to intensify, the Intelligence Bureau has warned of serious consequences, saying that the ultra-left has hijacked the movement. There is also signs and indications. They have said that there is a Khalistani extremist element. However, the farmers have denied these allegations, saying it's the government which is trying to create one fissures and the other is trying to defame the agitation. They say this is not going to deter them and they will only continue to intensify the stir. With camera person Sanjeev, this is Kamaljeet Sandhu in Delhi for India Today. A student from Delhi, a Delhi-based law student there, has filed a plea in the Supreme Court against protesting farmers camping at Delhi borders. The plea, which will be heard on 16th of December, seeks removal of farmers, citing disruption of emergency services in Delhi, which is reeling under COVID crisis. The plea states that gathering of farmers increases the risk of COVID infection. It also highlighted inconvenience being faced by patients who frequently travel to Delhi for treatment. The plea further seeks movement of farmers to the designated protest site as ruled by the Supreme Court earlier. In October this year, Supreme Court had observed that no public place or roads can be blocked indefinitely and that demonstrations are to be held in designated spots. The battle for Bengal intensifies ahead of next year's assembly polls. TMC MLA has made explosive claims saying that BJP might conspire to assassinate Mamta if it loses elections. Meanwhile, the tug of war between TMC and the centre over the attack on Nadda's convoy continues there. Here's more on that. A sensational claim by TMC amid showdown with the BJP in Bengal. Bengal Minister Subrata Mukherjee dropped a bombshell, claiming that BJP might assassinate Mamta if it loses elections. BJP called this statement Mamta's tactic to gain sympathy as she is going to lose next year's polls.
सकते। आज ममता बनर्जी जेल जाने की क्यों बात कर रही हैं? वो जानता है जेल जाना पड़ेगा इलेक्शन के बाद। बोलते हैं मुझे खून करने का साजिश हो रहा है। क्यों उसको खून करेगा आदमी? खून तो उनके लोग कर रहे हैं दूसरे को। इसलिए इस प्रकार सिंपैथी की बात करके चुनाव जीतने का जो प्रयास करें वो सफल नहीं होगा। लोग उनको और मन से विदाई कर चुके हैं।
Meanwhile, Bengal government and the centre crossed swords over attack on BJP chief JP Nadda's convoy on December 10th in Kolkata. After issuing summons to state DGP and chief secretary, the MHA withdrew 3 IPS officers responsible for security during Nadda's visit. TMC termed it a pressure tactic.
ममता जी के ऑफिसर्स को जब पहले बुलाए गए थे, चीफ सेक्रेटरी को बुलाए गए थे, तब उन्होंने साफ मना कर दिया कि हम नहीं जा सकते या जाने की जरूरत नहीं महसूस करते हैं। इतने सारे जो ऑफिसर्स, अलग अलग रैंक के लोग, पुलिस कर्मियों, सारे जो जुटे हुए थे वो सारे नाकाम रहे। ममता बनर्जी को सवाल का जवाब देना चाहिए कि उनके सारे पुलिस ऑफिसर्स यूजलेस हैं।
राज्य निश्चय এটা ল অ্যান্ড অর্ডার, তুমি সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্ট থেকে এটার মধ্যে ইন্টারফেয়ার করতে পারো না। কোন কোন ক্ষেত্রে ইন্টারফেয়ার করতে পারো? আনডিক্লেয়ার্ড এমার্জেন্সি চলছে পশ্চিমবাংলায়, আনডিক্লেয়ার্ড এমার্জেন্সি চালানোর চেষ্টা করছে, কবজা করার চেষ্টা করছে। প্রতিদিন গভর্নরের সকালবেলা টুইট কিসের জন্য?
Amid all this, another BJP worker was killed in Halisahar area on Saturday. BJP blamed the TMC for the murder, while TMC called the worker's murder a result of personal enmity.
এরপরে কিন্তু আমরা সহ্য করব না। আমরা কিন্তু গণতান্ত্রিক পদ্ধতিতে যে আন্দোলন করা উচিত সারা বাংলায়, তার ব্যতিক্রম করে হবে না।
The battle for Bengal is only going to get fierce as Home Minister Amit Shah is likely to visit the state this week.
From the killing of a BJP worker in North 24 Parganas to the attack on the BJP National President JP Nadda's convoy in South 24 Parganas, every district has been witnessing violence in some way or the other as the battle between BJP and TMC is escalating with every passing day. And now the TMC ministers also believe BJP is unable to win the state of West Bengal. Conspiracy to kill Mamta Banerjee cannot be ignored. The fact that it is not just about life and death, but also a political battle like never before. With camera person Tapas Berry, this is Manogya Loiwal in Kolkata for India Today.
Fresh politics erupted between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP after AAP alleges misappropriation of funds by BJP-controlled MCD. Several AAP leaders and MLAs were detained after trying to stage a protest near Home Minister Amit Shah's residence. 3 BJP mayors of Delhi continued to stage a protest at Chief Minister's house, seeking rupees 13,000 crores in Upadhi dues, which they claim has been denied by the Kejriwal government. Here's more on that.
Fresh tussle between ruling Aam Aadmi Party and opposition BJP in Delhi over detention of AAP MLAs by Delhi police on Sunday. The Aam Aadmi Party MLAs were detained while planning protest against alleged embezzlement of funds by BJP-controlled MCD. Aam Aadmi Party MLAs Atishi, Raghav Chadha and 3 other MLAs were detained by the Delhi police while planning protest outside residence of Home Minister Amit Shah. Atishi was dragged away by Delhi cops while trying to stage a protest.
2,500 करोड़ का घोटाला होने की वजह से एक भी पैसा टीचरों को, डॉक्टरों को, नर्सों को, सफाई कर्मचारियों को नहीं गया। क्या ये पूरा घोटाला बीजेपी के शीर्ष नेतृत्व तक जाता है?
Aam Aadmi Party has alleged that the North MCD has misappropriated around rupees 2,500 crore funds given by the South MCD. The Delhi government has ordered a probe into the issue. The BJP has rejected the charge. Mayors of the 3 MCDs have been camping outside Kejriwal's residence for 6 days, accusing the Aam Aadmi Party of denying the BJP-controlled civic bodies rupees 13,000 crore in pending dues.
कृपा करके हमारा 13,000 करोड़ रुपया जारी कीजिए। उन पैसों को आप करोगे क्या? 60,000 करोड़ रुपया आपके पास है,
उसमें से 13,000 करोड़ अगर नगर निगम का दे देंगे तो आपका कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला। वैसे भी दिल्ली में आप कुछ कर नहीं रहे।
एनसीटी के घोटालों की जांच करो।
The capital is witnessing fresh round of politicking over the civic bodies. With both BJP and AAP taking on each other, is governance taking a backseat? Bureau Report, India Today.
Mumbai is gearing up for the mission to impart coronavirus vaccine, and a blueprint of the vaccine distribution is now ready. A COVID vaccine task force had been created in Mumbai, which is headed by Additional Municipal Commissioner of BMC, Suresh Kakani. Speaking to India Today, Mumbai's COVID task force head said that adequate storage facility is now available in medical colleges in Mumbai's Kanjur Marg. The task force also set out plans to carry the vaccine at different COVID centers from storage facility. In fact, 500 teams will be set up for vaccine distribution, and the vaccine will be given in 3 phases. In the first phase, over 1 lakh healthcare workers will be vaccinated. In the second phase, security personnel and conservancy workers will be given the vaccine. In the final stage, people above the age of 50 and those with comorbidities will be given preference.
We have identified temporary storage as well as the permanent storage. We have 4 medical colleges, so our temporary storage would be located there, and it has a good capacity of storing around 1.5 to 2 lakh vaccines while any given point of time. So for the permanent storage is concerned, we are developing that facility in one of the suburbs of Mumbai, and it would be ready by this month end. We are trying hard for that, and it would be having more than 15 lakh or 20 lakh vials storage capacity. We decided to have 500 teams for the vaccination, and each team would be having 5 persons.
With hopes of the COVID vaccine to reach by January 2nd week, preparation for the storage and deployment of the vaccine is going on in full swing in most populous state of Uttar Pradesh. India Today did a ground check of preparations and facilities at the vaccination centers. Here's what we found.
With the arrival of vaccine expected soon, preparations are on in full swing in Uttar Pradesh for the phased vaccine rollout by second week of January next year. The Yogi government is working with the National Health Mission to develop vaccine storage infrastructure in all 75 districts. Deadline of December 15th has been issued to all districts to get the storage units ready.
अभी जो प्रथम द्वितीय चरण में जितना वैक्सीनेशन है उसके लिए हमारे लिए पास ऑलरेडी पर्याप्त स्थान मौजूद है। प्रथम चरण में केवल हेल्थ केयर वर्कर्स का, यानी जो लोग मेडिकल और हेल्थ के कार्य से जुड़े हुए हैं, तो ऐसे सभी लोगों का टीकाकरण किया जाएगा।
Specially designed ice-lined refrigerators have started to arrive in Lucknow in anticipation of a COVID vaccine.
As far as the deep freezer and ILRs are concerned, they have reached the spot, and we'll show you first what the ILR is all about. This is the unit which can take about 225 liters of vaccine. It has the capacity to store the vaccine up to a very minute level, that is almost minus 20 and below that. And there are also deep freezer which will be installed to maintain the vaccine.
+2 to +8 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पर हम इस वैक्सीन को स्टोर करेंगे। इसी बीच में हमको 4 आइसलाइन रेफ्रिजरेटर प्राप्त हुए हैं। एक आइसलाइन रेफ्रिजरेटर की कैपेसिटी 225 लीटर की है, तो तकरीबन 900 लीटर कैपेसिटी हमारे पास अभी मौजूद है कोरोना वैक्सीन रखने के लिए।
While the vaccines will be stored in ice-lined refrigerators, deep freezers will be used to prepare ice packs for transportation of vaccines.
Such deep freezers and of course the units which are the ILR units which are already here will be used for the transportation. So certainly the preparations are going on, and it's now the much await of the vaccine to reach this center, which is expected to reach by second week of January in order to initiate and begin the vaccination of the COVID. In Lucknow with cameraman Sanjay Singh, Abhishek Mishra for India Today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.